In this video, I will quickly tell you how government creates policies to tackle air pollution, and not just air pollution but any problem in general. What you have to understand is that government has two ways to control the outcome of any situation. One, by giving incentive. Government uses this method to encourage people to do certain things. And the second way is to put fines and penalties. The government uses this method to discourage certain activities. Similarly, to control air pollution, recently the Government of India allocated Rs 2,217 crore. Although I'm not exactly sure how the Government of India is going to use this money to tackle air pollution. But for a broad understanding, what I can tell you is that the government uses mainly four kinds of policies. The first one is the government adds a tax to raise the price of any commodity or activity so that it discourages more people to buy or do that. The second thing that the government does is it gives subsidy to the alternative activity or product which the government thinks is the second best option. The third thing that the government does is it also bans certain products or activities that can increase pollutants. And last but not the least, government introduces permits so that it can regulate and keep a track how much of what is happening. So overall, these are the four ways a government handles not just air pollution, but any problem in general. So my assumption is that government is going to use this money in probably giving subsidy, because giving subsidy is like an incentive to encourage people to do certain things. Similarly, adding a tax or giving permit is a way for the government to generate revenue. That means probably we also know how this amount is being generated. In other words, earning through penalty and fines and tax, which is basically meant to discourage certain activity, is now being used to tackle the consequences. Sounds strange, but it can easily become a loop. And if it becomes a profitable loop, then there is no incentive to break the loop. Anyhow, think of it as a food for thought.